Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another weekly objectives video. It's the final draft of the week video, the draft of the week 3 All-Star. As you guys can see, an All-Star Aaron Wan-Bissaka is up for grabs. Pretty simple requirements. All we have to do is get a team rating a minimum of 93. Not that we're gonna get 94s or 95s. Nonetheless, we also need one All-Star nominee player. So let's have a look at which formations we should be using. Obviously, 4-3-3s, 4-2-4s, and formations with 3 at the back are pretty helpful. As long as it's formation with wingers, it's pretty decent and pretty helpful. 4-4-2s will also do pretty good, yes sir. Nonetheless, when we have a choice of all-star nominee players, we should obviously pick them first. And if you have a choice of an extra all-star nominee player, you should also consider picking him, because in that case you have an extra avenue to go through, just in case you're not getting the chemistry worked out from your first all-star nominee player. Nonetheless, this draft pretty much fell apart after we got a 92 rating. Nonetheless, this one as well, pretty close. We had that all-star nominee Hazard sitting, but only could get to 92 ratings. But nonetheless, let's see as to when we can restart our drafts. If you're at the halfway point, you're done with your reserves or you're done with your starting 11, and you already have probably 89, 90 rating, and you're feeling bad about the draft, or you don't have the chemistry, you just know you can't make the chemistry work with the kind of rating you have, I would say it's a good point to restart, because what's the point of continuing if you can't make it work? I had this super high rated draft, but somehow PaceWits thought it was not 93 ratings. Otherwise, it would have been a decent shot, but turns out I didn't have an all-star nominee, so don't make noob mistakes like that and waste time on those things. Nonetheless, so we've talked about formations, we've talked about when to restart. There's another thing that you guys need to know and need to be wary of. And we've also talked about, obviously, picking those second all-star nominee players, or second or third, however you want to call it. We want to talk about, this is quite an obvious thing. When you don't have players that work for your chemistry, you should just pick the highest rated player possible. All of you guys probably know that anyways, but I just have to put it out there because, it's my duty to put it out there. And when you do have people working out for your chemistry, try and go for the highest rated player who gets you chemistry. Obviously, that is also something you guys would know. But here, as you guys can see, 99 Ronaldo was higher rated than Martinez, but Martinez would get a little bit of extra chem. So that's why I went with him. And it turned out to be, clinical. It proved to be essential in the end. At the end of the draft, you guys are gonna see that, but nonetheless, we continue, and tricky choice here, but obviously no point of taking the Hazard already with the Griezmann, and we took Fernando Torres, and he gave us decent chemistry again. It was one of those drafts where I had to work for a long time even after it was done to actually get the chemistry. Play around with my subs a lot, you guys are gonna see that. But the next thing I want you guys to see here is that me ignoring that shapeshift is Arnold, because see right there, we get a Totti Arnold. So what I'm trying to say is, you should ignore the lower rated version of a player if you have a similar rated card which works decently for the chemistry, or if you're not looking for any chemistry, if you don't need any chemistry, and then you can just take a similar rated player to put on the bench and hope that you get a better rated version of that card that you chose to ignore later on in the same draft. That is what happened with my Trent Alexander-Arnold. Even if you couldn't understand the explanation properly, I am pretty sure that the Trent Alexander-Arnold example should clear up what I'm trying to say. And here I thought I was pretty doomed, to be honest, but turns out all I had to do was get in the foosball goat, who is Shkodran Mustafi. Yeah, I had to bring in Shkodran Mustafi. That is all I had to do to get this draft to a 93 rating with 98 chemistry. It worked out pretty well. Nonetheless, I think that is all the tips I can give you guys. Pick high-rated players who work for your chemistry. The formations I've told you guys about, the all-star nominees, how you should pick more than one. I've told you guys when to restart, and yeah, the rest of it is just up to luck and perseverance and a bit of skill. So I wish you guys the best of luck, because the Siren Wan-Bissaka is the last thing you need to complete an absolutely stunning versus Super League squad. So hopefully you guys like this video. Leave a like and subscribe for more such content. If you need any other help, make sure to leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys soon, hopefully in Pacey Bits 21, but we never know. So goodbye.